Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to Gemcraft Frostborn Wrath. Today we are going to continue some cleanup in this area prior to the choke point over here. We have a few fields to complete. We got a stash on this field. We've got a stash on endurance mode that we actually failed on last time, just by a little bit. We almost had it. Let's go ahead and do J3 first, I guess. Alright, so we already have a setup here. This will die very quickly once the shield is down. So this should actually just be really easy. Let's do armor tearing and poison. And go ahead and create a bunch of copies of this. I'm not going to worry about the tomb. We'll definitely, let's see. Probably just a bunch of grade 1 gems working on this, although really even just one with some beams will take this out really quickly. Yeah, I'm not even going to worry about building more. Alright, let's get this upgraded. Now, this should have enough range to start hitting things. But just to make sure, let's see, it's going to do better at hitting here and here. So how can I make everything go on those two paths? Let's see, where are they coming from? Just from here and here? Now, unfortunately, oh no, there is a way to make them both go on both of those paths. Okay, so the stuff from up here goes down here and joins up. And then they go this way. And they go in at the end. So we're going to need to block this off. Okay, so everything goes down here and across. Then everything goes this way. Then everything goes up that way. And lastly, they come in here. And we might as well block this off. Make this a little bit longer. They actually have to go all the way around. And let's see, we can force them to get a little bit closer right there. Okay, that should be more than enough prep for this. Let's just go ahead and get started. And run on higher speed. Oh yeah, this has much higher range now. Not gonna have any trouble. Thanks to the amplifiers. And we'll just go ahead and start throwing beams on this. I might as well upgrade it a couple of times before the first beam. That way it'll... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. It's only dealing with shields right now. Now that I think about it, this is just a normal field. So we actually do need to win this whole thing. It doesn't really matter how quickly we get this. But I'll just open it and then we won't have to think about it anymore. Okay, we can go ahead and start calling stuff early. I'll throw a bolt on that, throw another beam on this. Okay, that's going to get taken care of very quickly now. Start calling some more stuff early. Go ahead and upgrade this a couple of times. Okay, now we just have to get through 56 waves. Go ahead and just ditch that. I don't need it anymore. I have to be a little careful. I don't think beam will ever be too useful with this, so we're just going to have to deal with the normal fire rate. We can throw... Well, let me see. So beam reaches to... Yeah, beam doesn't really reach anything. Just use bolt. And let's freeze some of this stuff in place. Freeze some of this stuff in place. I'll upgrade this soon. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the amplifiers down. And this is only grade 5, so I'll wait until I can upgrade it. Alright, we can take this out. Let's go ahead and start calling some more stuff early. Let's go ahead and take this one out. Okay, I'm probably going to have a large collection of things here. Let's make that go faster with that spell. Go ahead and prep these. Let's freeze this again. Throw another bolt on here. Okay, I let way too much stuff get through. So we're going to have to stop calling waves early for a little bit. Go ahead and upgrade this and throw another bolt on it. Let's freeze some more stuff in place here. And we can do that again with the wake spell at least. Not wake. White out. Wake of Eternity was the name of one of the spells in the previous game. So you might hear me accidentally using that name instead of the real name of this. Alright, we just got a couple more. Once these swarmlings get cleaned up, we can go ahead and let's throw another bolt on there. Alright, let's just call the rest of this. We don't have enough to do an upgrade on that, so let's put all these at grade 4. Do that. What's going on with these? Is the armor too high? 429 armor. Not too bad. What about the swarmlings? Oh, the swarmlings do have a lot of armor. Go ahead and finish these upgrades. Ooh, I need to be careful. Alright, I think we're fine. Let's do more bolts. Just almost ran out of mana and let some stuff out right at the end. What's the banish cost? 70. Alright, we're fine. Okay, just keep enhancing and let this clean up the last few monsters. I didn't see what we got out of the stash, or if I did, I forgot. The last few giants are taking quite a while to kill. $2,000 monsters with what, special properties? Yeah. Ooh. That's another reasonably high rarity. Okay, so we got a bunch of charge ones. And then mana, damage to reavers, damage to giants. Probably not worth it overall. And then that's a cheap one. Yeah, those aren't that exciting. And we got another field. So we probably got that rarity 59 fragment from the chest. Or the stash, I should say. Alright, J4 has another wizard stash. Let's just go ahead and go right into it. Okay, we got a bunch of mana. Some of these have a shell on them. A bunch of beacons I'm going to want to take out eventually. This has 7,000 shield, so that's going to be about 14 casts of the beam spell, I think. Alright, this prevents me from placing buildings anywhere near, which means that I can't actually wall off to prevent them from getting to my orb in any reasonable way. One thing I can do, though, is just put a tower here with 4 amplifiers. And then I'll eventually be able to build 3 more amplifiers up here once I take this out. So that seems reasonable. Then we'll just build minor towers to deal with the mana shards and a bunch of towers to deal with this shield. Or just use a bunch of beam spells. Alright, so let's go here. I'm going to use mana leeching and crit. We'll ignore armor tearing. And let me go ahead and build an amplifier there. Alright, let's get this upgraded. Now, I'm not going to be able to wall off much. Probably wait until I can afford the next amplifier to wall this off. And then we'll have to kill this before I can wall off to make them come in from a particular side. Right, yeah, because I can't build here at all. Alright, which of these has the most mana? Probably that one up top. Well, this is the most without shields, so let's put a tower up here. Just go for a grade 1. Alright, so that'll be farming mana. And we can go ahead and do the same thing over here. I'll get started on the rest of this in a little bit when I have more mana. Let's go ahead and run on quicker speed. Yeah, definitely want to reach the point where I can take this out. Looks like it's in range, it's just it's targeting this one instead. But this one will be gone soon, and then be fine. Can actually cast a beam on this to make things go a lot quicker. Get a lot more mana. Alright, let's go ahead and start the process on some of these. Let's see, what do these do? Discharging, I don't care about. Haste, I could eventually take out. A couple of haste beacons that could be removed to good effect. There's a shield beacon over here, but I don't think anything's ever going to walk by it, so we should be able to ignore that one. Alright, let's just grab a copy of this, so it's already targeting structure. Let's build some stuff down here. It looks like there's not really any room to do this. Do the same process for that. Okay, so that's only going to hit the mana shard for right now. Probably just have to build separate things to hit the stash. Let's go ahead and get 1 gem working on that. Alright. Now we can set up our walling. We're going to have an amplifier here, so we just want to wall right here. Or here, doesn't really matter. It'll force everything to go around this way. Now, I do want to get the range of this increased pretty drastically. Let's actually force them to come... Hello? Not sure why I can't do that. I want to force them to come up and around here and back down, and then... I actually probably want to force them around this way, and then wall off here. Alright, that seems to work. And then we can throw another beam on there. And I'm about to build an amplifier here once this is all taken care of. Okay, so now they have to come from this path that I've set up. Alright, I'm going to throw beams on here now when I can afford to. And we can throw some extra bolts on some of these, just do a little more damage. Let's do another beam here. Oh, that is strong. Okay. I want to actually make sure that that dies. I'm gonna do something a little inefficient here. Let's freeze all of this. Throw a bolt on this. Target that. Yeah, unfortunately, I think these might get through now. And slow everything down and freeze everything again. And hope that that's enough to take it all out. But no, it looks like at least one of them is going to get out. Oh well. I could have prevented that if I really cared, but it's not that big of a deal. Go ahead and throw another beam on that. Now, how are we doing? Let's see, this still has a lot of shield. Let's throw another beam down here as well. I have a long time to deal with this. But I'd probably rather not use more beams than I need to. Let's just at least have a second one working on this. We finished harvesting a shard. Over here, I think. Alright. This one still has a lot of shield and mana. Let's... Okay, that's shell, so damage does matter for that. Let's combine this into here. Alright, I probably need to start upgrading. Let me, I'll freeze everything when it's all in the kind of the same place here. And let's do that. Let's weaken it as well. Okay, I just need to upgrade. This is not powerful enough right now. I'm just thinking, forcing everything to come up here. So, what if I have to get rid of this beacon to be able to... Oh, hang on a second. Let me think about this. No, okay, so I should be able to do this. We wall this off. Then we wall this off. And this. What I want to do is force them to at least come right over here. Alright, this should be just about in range of that. What I'm going to do is build a couple more amplifiers first. Should have built one here because it'll empower the orb as well. Not a big deal though. Alright, let me just play this on normal for a second. I want to make sure I'm not getting out of control here. Alright, this is actually in range now, so... Just need to deal with the monsters currently there. Probably do another freeze real quick just to prevent that from hitting. Okay, so now we're going to take this out pretty quickly. Wait, is it not in range? Oh, it's not quite in range. Okay. Let's just focus it then. I'm going to switch to beam in a second. Okay, so now with that done... Unfortunately, we have to kill this. Before I'll be able to block this off. Alright, so let me build something that will be in range of both the mana shard and the beacon. This should be fine. Do that, set it to structure. Hope it targets the beacon first, but we'll see. All right, so that's going to work. Once that's done, we'll be able to force them to come down here and around. That'll put them in range of this a little bit earlier. Then we'll be able to force them to go around this as well. And once this is blocked off, they'll have to come in here, around, down, and around there. All right. Let's go ahead and switch back to fast. I need to get this upgraded at some point. Now let's go ahead and beam that and one of these. I should also consider... Should die pretty quickly. Yeah. Alright, that is working on that. It's taking a while. I think it'll go faster now that the armor is gone, though. Let me upgrade this one more time, throw a bolt on it, and we'll see if we can take this out. Oh, it's getting discharged constantly by this thing. Well, that's unfortunate. This goes by one of my other towers. Let's see. Let's get a... What's the deal with this? 4,000? It already has a beam on it. Freeze all that and weaken it. Alright, let me throw one of these on. Bolt enhance that and try to take that out. Oh, that is not going to make it. Almost, though. Alright, whatever. I could probably do something to deal with that, but I'm not going to bother. Let's see. We got a lot of mana. Definitely need to upgrade this. And this... Alright, fine. Let's just put a tower up here. I should have seen that that was in range. I'm going to do this. And it's already set to structures. We've got a couple of beams. Alright, how are we doing? We got 58 waves. Definitely going to need to start using most of my beams down here. Or put a lot more towers in place. Okay, we are doing a lot better at keeping up with everything though. This is now done, so I can finally force them to go all the way around. That should help quite a bit, because now they'll be reachable up here as well. I don't know if that puts them... Might even put them in beam range briefly, which will be nice. Yeah, the beam is firing shortly when they go around there. Alright, definitely time to upgrade this. Throw another beam on it. Let's throw a beam on here. This is still not even close to being done. Wait, why? This gem doesn't seem to be doing anything to it, does it? 2344? Oh, this is firing at the wrong thing, maybe? Hard to tell at that speed. Oh, it's firing at the tower. Okay, well that's not ideal. Let's get a dual gem there. Alright, can just throw that down there for right now. Let's go ahead and take this out just for fun. Yeah, actually, I don't really need these towers here at all now, so let's see. This one's done. Don't care about the shield beacon. Should probably come down here and take out the haste beacons. Oh wait, this one's still doing mana. Never mind. Throw a barrage on that, or I guess I don't need to socket it. Let's go ahead and do this for right now. And I'll get all these grouped up to fire on that in a minute. Let's go ahead and do a beam there and another beam. Okay, we destroyed something. You just go ahead and ditch that. .58 waves. Yeah, we're in really good shape here now. Throw another beam on here, and another one. Once this gets to level 8, I'll go ahead and start to level this up. Okay, we're there. Upgrade beam enhance. Need about 3 to 4 more beam spells on that. Or just normal hits. That'll be gone eventually. Let's combine this into it just to make it quicker. And let's put this here. Alright, do I have any towers left doing nothing? Doesn't look like it. Then wait for 16,000 to upgrade this again. This can actually almost reach the... Go and do a couple of those. Yeah, this can actually reach the mana shard. Let's do that to get a bunch of mana real quick. And now we can fire on monsters again. Do a barrage. Okay, we've got enough to upgrade this. And I have a beam available. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like we're going to finish this just in time. Although I could always just let one swarmling run around the map a whole bunch of times if I needed to. Let's just do that, and we'll freeze a bunch of stuff in place to deal with this little burst that's coming in right now. Do that again. Beam. Alright, we got a battle trait scroll from that. Once this circles back around to my kill gem, I'll target it down. Shot fired by... I didn't see the rest of that. Alright. It can't be too bad. We got tons of extra mana. Yeah, we're on the final waves here. Oh, some of this stuff is getting through, though. Let's just do this. So we can start casting some barrages and bolts and just take the rest of these down. Alright, that went pretty smoothly. Got 21,000 mana left. Last few giants are pretty strong. Alright, what's the new trait? Vital Link. Some sort of health sharing? Okay, a gem having at least 1,000 kills. Killing a wraith. Surprised I haven't done that before, since I usually have one thing that kills everything. Experience and damage to reavers. Both of these are just halfway decent, not great. Alright, what was I... Oh, right, the trait. Losing track of what I've already gotten. Okay, so Vital Link. Enters the battlefield. And at max, it's 36% extra hit points for each monster waiting to enter. So waiting to enter refers to the ones from that wave, or previous waves, I guess, if you call a bunch at once, that have not yet spawned. So in something like a swarmling wave where there's like 50 monsters, this would give 17 times the hit points at max level. Yeah, we definitely are not going to do that. That's for much later in the game. That's even stronger. That'll give you stronger enemies than setting this up to max. This is only 7 times the hit points for the giants. And also when like 2 waves are linked, you could get like swarmlings coming with really strong things, and then there'd be like 80 monsters trying to get in. Plus with this, it's twice as many. So yeah, this is not something I'm gonna be using for a while, if ever. I don't know. It's hard to picture what the late game will look like once I'm finally really strong and can farm experience. All right. Still have 2 fields up here and probably 1 or 2 more that haven't been unlocked yet. I've got the stash here. I've got another stash here. This is the complicated maze one. We have a new field here that looks complex. Let's see. These have 66 and 68 waves with 90 hit points to start. Let's do F1 first. Okay, we got some bolt drop holders there. Bunch of abandoned things, a bunch of bolt drop holders. So probably opening these up all really early will give me some mana and gems to convert into mana. Possibly even a gem of a type that I don't normally have access to, since there's so many of them. I might actually get one. I don't know if that's something that even can happen, but wow, they're all over the place. Yeah, there's like more than 10 drop holders. Okay, then we get all these abandoned dwellings that are generally not worth it to open. I might, just because there's so many of them, I might just do a quick run of them at the end. We have no wizard stash, as far as I remember. So, I mean, I don't think this is going to be that difficult. I think I just do my same strategy. I'm just going to have to build a bunch of towers and level 1 gems and go around and open all these things as I get access to the bolt spells. All right, let's do that there. This isn't quite lined up with this, but it'll do. Now, what I'm going to have to do is maze appropriately. Well, let's go ahead and get this done. So probably the best thing to do is to make them come in this way. And then we have enough room to fit through here. Let me think about that before I build that. So we're gonna have an amplifier here eventually. So can only come as far over as there. And then I want to maze back this way. We can just join this up. Let's do it this way. Alright, that's probably enough for now. Also, I believe this is going to be in range to hit a bunch of stuff with beam on its way in around here. So that'll be convenient. Alright, let's run this on a faster speed. As soon as we get bolts, we'll start opening the bolt drop holders. I think I can actually just... There are no structures that I can actually target. So I think I can just set this to structures and then bolt it, and it'll hit anything in range. And I can actually get a number of these with my starting range and what I'll get from amplifiers and further upgrades. Oh, wow. We got some crazy stuff here. That's a lot of extra mana. I know this is the same type as this, but it probably doesn't have exactly the same cost. This is 1861. It actually is identical. So rather than waste the mana, I'll just throw it on there. Let's see, 18 poison damage over 9 seconds. 0.55 mana per hit. Yeah, okay. It seems to be pretty much identical in every way. This one has slightly higher stats because of the amplifier. Alright, so I'll just combine that in there. Probably should have waited, but I'll just freeze all this stuff so that it has time to socket. Alright, and then let's get rid of... Okay, this is orange-blue. I just want to make sure I don't get rid of anything that has unique colors that I don't have access to yet. One thing I could have done is actually, if I had salvaged that, I probably would have gotten up to mana pool level 6, which would have been nice. Alright. Looks like we'll be able to handle these. I can beam for right now, just to clean everything up. But actually... I think I'm going to focus on getting this range upgraded. So let's do this. Probably can't build another one just yet. I still have mana for all of these. Okay, once those finish, I'm going to bolt this, and it should be able to target a bunch more. Yeah, it'll hit those and a few other things. Okay, a bunch more stuff that I do not need. Happy to have the extra mana, though. It was working on that. It already got it. Eventually be able to hit that stuff. So I guess I'll start with the stuff that's really far away. So we'll start with a tower here. And I'll just bolt enhance that. That'll be set to structures. Okay, mana, cores, experience. Let's see, where else is... Got a small plank pile here. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff down here. Let's do this to grab all of those. Bunch of mana. I think we still have one to go, so let's bolt enhance that. Let's see. Meanwhile, back here, we can throw an upgrade on this and another beam. Okay, I believe that that's it for that. Has a pretty large range for bolts, so if I put it here, I can probably get both of these. Yep, that'll easily be able to target both of those. So much mana. Alright, we actually have more stuff than we need. I can go right here and bolt enhance. Oh, that was opened. Okay, we got this gem. Pure orange, not needed. And, let's see. Probably end up having to build 2 separate towers to get all this stuff up here. that should be the last one. Then I'm just going to create a bunch of these to harvest mana from anything that happens to walk by. Okay, and I believe that that's everything. Oh, there's a small plank pile right here. That feels like it should be in range of that. Not quite. Alright, I'll just move it over here. Okay, we've got an assault beast. So let's see. 600 armor. This does... This is going to take many, many shots to kill this thing. So what I should probably do is build a pylon at the edge of the range of this. That's going to be over here-ish. Let me do these upgrades first. Okay, so we're going to upgrade this. And I'll throw another beam on it. It looks like I can have 2 squares gap in between these, so I'll put the pylon right here. I think that's what I was already planning on. I can probably get away with this and just build more amplifiers to extend the range a little bit. Let's do that so that it'll be in range all the way up here. Okay, so now, ideally, let's set this to, I guess highest armor is the easiest way. Yeah, I mean, certainly nothing else has that armor at this point. So I'll do that for right now. We can throw a couple more towers down and have them set to structure just to help out with charging this up. Okay, one thing I didn't think about is with this set to structure, it will only target the pylon. So let's actually go back to normal target priority. And now we can go ahead and start amplifying. Okay, is this in range yet? Looks like it. Oh, wow. Okay, so once we actually had this firing on it, it took it out pretty quickly. Let's just finish this wall off. And let's see. I think we're just waiting. Wow, that's a lot of monsters. But nothing we can't take care of. Yeah, I think we're just waiting out the end of the level at this point. Unless another special guy comes up. Oh, we got another assault beast down here. Considering how easy the last one was, and the fact that we're going to get stronger and stronger, I'm going to assume that this is going to be fine. Go ahead and get all these up to grade 3. And I'm going to go ahead and set this to structure. And set this to nearest to orb. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it seems to work just fine. I might have to fiddle with it a bit. Yeah, I might have to go ahead and set it to... Oh no, what I can do, okay, so this will be structure, and then I can set it to, I can have a beam on it, so that anything that gets close enough, like all the swarmlings, can just be taken out by beams. Alright, I'm not going to call any waves early until we kill this. Although I guess one strategy... Alright, this is about to get into range, and then we'll see how this is going. One strategy would be to actually get all the waves in, and kill all the stuff, and then just have this left at the end. Yeah, that's getting destroyed pretty quickly. Definitely need to do that. Okay, now we should start taking this out. Yeah, that's going to get destroyed pretty quickly now. Okay, let's rebuild that. Not that it's really necessary. Alright, let's do this. Do that whole process again. Definitely called that stuff a little too early. Oh, we got another assault beast, wall breaker coming in. Oh, let's see. I think we're gonna be fine. Can this be frozen? Can't be banished. Immune to slow and whiteout. So I can actually freeze it in place. If I even need to do that. It's slow, and it looks like we're going to take it out pretty quickly. Once this guy is dead, we'll only be shooting at this. And it's already, yeah, it's pretty easy. If it destroys my pylon, I can just rebuild another one. Forgot to kill all the structures, but that's not that big of a deal. Although, maybe I could have gotten some more achievements. Alright, garbage, pretty garbage. Token for the next field. Oh, this is interesting. I wonder if we're actually going to be able to get to the other side of the mountains. Sneaking around this way. I had thought that they would make it so that this was the only way through. Just looking at the rest of the map, going all across here. Although, who knows, maybe there's a secret way through here. If you open that stash. Alright, this field does have a stash. This one does as well. We're not going to go back and run that one again right this minute. I want to continue on with this. This looks pretty simple as far as the maze. Soon I've got to go through and clean up my fragments for my talisman. I didn't look at them after the last few waves. 1,000,000 hit points. Didn't I have trouble taking one out that was only like 150,000? Let me just take another look at this. Did I ever... Okay, I did finish this one. That was 150,000. What was hard about this one? So this one, I probably could have done fairly easily with bolts, just ignoring the armor. I'm not sure if I actually tried to get the armor down or not. But let's just give this a shot. At the very least, I will pass the level, and then we'll come back and open it later. I don't have access to Mana Steel, so I might be fairly limited in that sense. There's also not quite enough room here. So I think what I'll do is build... Oh, there's actually not quite enough room here either to do my full 3x3 tower setup. That would block... I mean, I could just build here and surround it that way. Yeah, I mean, this is going to give me 2 shots at the monsters. Once when they pass it up top, and then once when they're down here next to the orb. So this should be enough. I think I'm going to be relying on doing enough damage that armor isn't a big deal. Can change this later if necessary. And I'm kind of in a weird position. I think what I want to do is not call waves early at all. Got 64 waves to take this all the way down to 0. At the end, I could let one monster run through the maze repeatedly while I finish it off. So that's something I might consider. Go ahead and drop 1 amplifier. No point really in setting up any traps. Can't do a mana farm. Pylons will probably just waste shots. Alright, let's just give this a shot. I don't think there's much for me to do other than just do upgrades as I can. One thing I can do is use all my enhancement spells. Try to use them to good effect. So, let's see, that actually does not very much damage. But the more I can take the monsters out early, the more shots I'll be able to fire on this. So, probably just going to be repeatedly casting these spells. Also, once things start to group up around here, let's see here. I can start using freeze and white out to take them out more quickly. Alright, so I probably want to do something like this, and then this, and then send them around that way. And on the other side, they're going to come up here, so I'll force them down. And then up, and then down, and then up again. Alright, that should be more than enough of a maze for right now. And then just do a little bit over here in case they get that far. Alright, and for swarmlings, I think beam is probably best right now. Oh, this is not going to work, I don't think. There's no way I'm going to deal enough damage to that. I'm not getting any extra mana. Let's do that, and we're going to do this freeze plan. Okay, well that at least got through all those swarmlings quickly. I need 2,000 to upgrade this. Alright, let me go ahead and upgrade that and throw a barrage on. Let's get another amplifier. I guess one thing I could do is if I freeze everything up here in place, and then hit it with barrages and bolts, it's going to increase the amount of time I have to shoot at this. Let's do bolt and slow those down. Well, I'm already 10% of the way there. I mean, I've already gone through almost a third of this, but this is gonna get more powerful over time. Both from the gem levels and from the levels of the gems and the amplifiers, and the amount of amplifiers. So there's a reasonable chance, I think. Gotta get 4,000 to upgrade it again, though. It's gonna be rough. Alright, when this mass gets here, I'm gonna freeze everything in place, slow it. We're gonna use barrage. Do this again. Okay, got to mana pool level 5. As soon as I get up to the mana I need, I'm gonna upgrade this. Let's use some more beams just to melt this down some more. I don't think I'm gonna freeze this. Okay, we have the mana. Gonna do this and throw a barrage on there. Okay, let's start with more amplifiers. Also, it's probably foolish of me to not at least attempt to lower the armor level on the highest armor level stuff. Let's put a gem here and target the highest armor. Go ahead and make it grade 2. Just to try to make some of these a little easier for my kill gem to clean up. Let's see. We need to start using these enhancements. We really have enough monsters to focus these down any faster right now. I think the best thing I can do is just build 2 more amplifiers. One thing I don't normally do that I might do this time is once I have enough mana stored up in these, I can actually combine it into the main gem and then rebuild these from level 2. That might be worth doing here. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab that. I think I will start making these all level 3. Just to get closer to that point. Oh yeah, we're making good progress on this now. Alright, once all those swarmlings are pretty much in the same area. One thing I can do to help with that is, let's see. Let's force them to come from down here. Okay, that's going to help some with just freezing everything in place all at once. Do something like that. Okay, given how much mana I have now, I think I'm going to save up for the 8,000 now. Let's go and just do a beam for right now. Okay, that's a bunch of stuff at once. We can do a bolt. So much micromanagement on this one just to increase the amount of time that I can shoot at this. Okay, we're very close now. We actually have it now. Get that upgraded. Oh no, it's 82. Okay, almost. Okay, now I should probably have it. I need to kill that. Then I can cast it. Probably should have waited for the upgrade, but it's too late now. Let's see. How's the armor on these? 184, 161. This does quite a bit of damage. Oh, I just realized if I really wanted to micromanage this, I could build a pylon over here, and unfortunately if I set it to structures, it would only shoot one or the other. I'm not sure what the priority is. But I could have a bunch of like grade 2 gems shooting at the pylon, and I could just make this shoot once and then shoot this. So I would like keep swapping between these. I could just make it shoot only at this and then shoot at the pylon once and then go back. So there's a lot of like little optimizations that you could do if you were willing to go through a real grind. But obviously I'm not going to be doing that. Alright, let's do this. Let's do bolt for now. Get those cleaned up. They're starting to not take very much damage. Let's do a couple upgrades on this. I want to put a beam on this just to quickly lower the armor of all these giants. Yeah, it's just going to like filter around them and lower a bunch of their armor. Make it easier for my other gem to take care of them. Alright, we have 444,000 left. Only about 10 waves left. But when we get to the end, we can let one thing cycle through a bunch. Should help a lot. I think I want to build another amplifier. Let's grab a copy of this. Okay, that then. And we're about ready. Let me just go ahead and extend this a little bit. About ready to freeze a bunch of this stuff. And let's use barrage. Once that runs out, we can use bolt. Another barrage. And another bolt. Okay, got rid of a lot of it before it could really slow me down too much. Go ahead and finish out my amplifier situation. I'm gonna grab a copy of this, and I'm gonna go and upgrade these as much as possible. Go ahead and take that out before it gets over here. Alright, we're definitely going to have to spend a little bit of time just shooting at this at the very end. I think I need pretty much the full power of this gem just to deal with the monsters right now. Alright, now I've got 8 of these. So I could have 4 grade 4 gems, 2 grade 5, and therefore 1 grade 6 gem. So if I can upgrade all of these up to level 4, then I can have one grade 7 gem with them. And then I would be able to combine that and start over from scratch with the amplifiers. Might be worth considering. Oh dear. Not sure what to do here. Guess I'll get another crack at these when they come back around. The other thing is I could start using a pylon, which will serve a dual purpose. First of all, it will ignore all this armor. And then it would also stack... This only has a 13% chance to crit, dealing times 2.3 damage. But if I was using a pylon, then it would pretty much always crit. Yeah, I think it might be time to switch over to a pylon here. Oh, this episode is going to run a little bit long. We're already past the hour mark, and we still got a little bit to go on this. I don't want to rush things, though. Let me switch this to normal speed. And I think I will just refreeze this stuff in place. Now I need to freeze the next batch of things. Alright, let's try the pylon thing. So if I build it right about here, it can hit pretty much everything. And then we're going to need a bunch of towers here that are going to focus on helping charge it. So let's set this to structure. Should have done that before duplicating these. We can get rid of this. We don't need it. I'm not going to worry about the exact fire rate of these. I'm just going to say with a grade 7 gem that's fully amplified, I probably need like 3 grade 3 gems. And we'll just throw a grade 4 in for good measure since I already have it. All right, those are all targeted to structure. This is working on... let's just see what happens if I target it to structure. Okay, it's shooting the wrong thing, so I'm going to have to manually target this. Alright, let's just see how this goes. I can freeze some of this stuff. This should be nearest to orb. I gotta manually target this again. Let's try to take out the swarmlings with just my normal tower. That seems to be better. I'm gonna freeze a bunch of this in place just to slow it down. Let's do bolt. Okay, I think we're gonna be fine here. It looks like we're gonna be able to clean up most of this, and then we'll have time to kill this. I'm not too worried about that part of it. Let's see, if I do one... I'm just going to go ahead and do this. We're not quite there yet. That will make this more powerful in the meantime. Now that most of those swarmlings are gone, let's go ahead and do this. And... should clean that up. Yeah, these shots are doing a lot of damage. And ignoring armor. Pretty much exactly what I needed. Alright, let's shoot this for a bit. And then we'll go back to that. Alright, I just have to make sure to save something, but considering that the giants are so slow, I think I'm just going to leave all the giants. That should be fine now. set this to structure to make sure it doesn't do anything wrong. Go ahead and upgrade these. Yep, this looks like it's going to be fine. Just going to keep casting spells until we open the stash, and then we'll switch back to... Well, it'll automatically kill the monsters once the stash is open. Didn't see what we got from that. Oh, battle trait scroll. Strength in numbers. Okay. Got an achievement for all the strike spells that I cast. I can toss those. Probably deal with cleaning up the talisman next episode. Okay, one last thing before we end this episode. Let's go take a look at the strength in numbers battle trait. And we didn't get a field, but no, this doesn't have an endurance stash. This one does. This is the right side of the map, so there's no more field here. So likely there's no way through here. Unless this opens up like a field in the mountains or something. Alright, let's look at what that is. Strength in numbers. What's new? This one. Each monster on the battlefield gives all other monsters 4 extra non-destructible armor level. Okay. It's non-destructible, but it can probably still be ignored, right? I'll have to test that. But it certainly seems that if I can get to the point where I can set up my pylons and potentially some beam or bolt spells early, I could get to the point where I just ignore all armor. And then this would be a free trait to max. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We are getting very close. Just have a couple more stashes to do and a couple more fields up here to do. Getting very close to the point where this choke point is our only way forward. Thanks for watching.